Okay, good morning. So our topic for today is all about interest and commission. So lesson objectives po natin. So number one, we need to define commission. Number two, we need to define and give the example of straight line commission. So for number three, we need to define and give example of salary plus commission. Then for number four, we need to define and give example of graduated, variable, and residual commission. For number five, we need to compute commission on cash basis. For number six, we need to compute commission on installment basis. For number seven, illustrate how to obtain down payment gross balance and current increased balance. And we need to solve problems involving interest and commission. So ano nga po ba yung commission na tinatawag? When we say commission, is a fee that a business paid to a sales person or agent in exchange for his service in either facilitating, supervising, or completing a sale. Also, a commission may be based on the flat arrangement or as the percentage of the revenue generated by a salesperson. In other words, commission is a form of payment to an agent for a service rendered. So meron tayong three types of commission. So unahin po muna natin yung tinatawag po natin straight commission. When we say straight commission, also called revenue commission, a commission based on a percentage of sale only or sales only. This is very profitable if you are selling high ticket items. So for example, Mike received 20% commission on the appliances he sells. If he sell a TV for 7,000 pesos, a refrigerator for 12,000 pesos, and a heater for 1,500 pesos, how does Mike make in commission? For example daw po, si Mike daw po, ay may commission daw po siyang 20% sa mga appliances na mabibenta daw po niya. So ito po yung mga appliances na ibibenta niya, which is TV, refrigerator, and heater. So magkano kaya magiging commission po ni Mike pag nabenta niya po lahat ng appliances na kailangan niya ibenta? So solution, total sales is equal to 7,000 plus 12,000 pesos plus 1,500. So we need to add the amount of television, refrigerator, and the heater. So the total is 20,500. Then to compute the commission, by simply, we need to multiply the total sales multiplied by 20% commission. So 20,500 multiplied by 20% or 0.02 or 0.02 rather, 0.2 pala rather, is equal to 4,100 pesos. Ibig sabihin, may commission daw po si Mike na 4,100 pesos pag nabenta niya po lahat yon. So next, salary plus commission. A commission in which a salesperson gets his basic salary and a percentage of however sales he makes. So for example, Mike decides to work for another company that will pay 2,000 pesos per week and 10% commission on sale above 20,000 for the week. If you sell goods for worth of 26,000 pesos, what is gross pay or salary plus commission? So our solution, amount of goods sold minus salary of 20,000 pesos. So we need to compute 26,000 minus 20,000 is equal to 6,000 pesos. So his commission will be 6,000 multiplied by 10% or 0.1 is equal to 600 pesos. So therefore, his gross pay for the week is 2,000 plus 600 pesos is equal to 2,600 pesos. Ibig sabihin daw po, Yung sahod niya po sa buong linggo sa pagtatrabaho niya po is 2,000 pesos. Bukod pa po yung commission niya na 600 pesos. So may quota po silang kailangan i-target po, which is 26,000 pesos ng quota po nila. Pag nakabenta po siya ng 26,000 pesos, i-minus po natin siya sa 20,000 pesos. Okay? So next, the last one, which is graduated commission, a commission which varies according to how much sales is made. So for example, Mike works for a company that pays him 2% on the first 20,000 pesos sold, 3% on the next 30,000 pesos sold, and 5% on the sales beyond 50,000 pesos. What is his gross pay if he sells 60,000 pesos? So our solution, first commission share is equal to 20,000 multiplied by 2% or 0.02 is equal to 400 pesos. So our second commission, 30,000 multiplied by 3% is equal to 30,000 multiplied by 0.03 is equal to 900 pesos. And the third commission, which is 60,000 minus 50,000 pesos multiplied by 5% or 0.05 is equal to 500 pesos. So we need to add first to third commission. So 400 plus 900 plus 500 is equal to 1,800 pesos. So therefore, his gross pay is 1,800 pesos. So note that his type of commission is lucrative for high achievers. So next, cash basis versus installment. So computing commission on cash basis. This type of commission is similar to computing straight commission. Ibig sabihin daw po, para magkaparehas lang po sila ng straight commission. So for example, Mike works at ABC Gadget Store. For every cash purchase of a cell phone, he gets 6.1% commission. In a particular month, he was able to sell 10 cell phones costing 18,000 pesos each. So how much his total commission for such cash sales? So our solution is equal total sale is equal to 18,000 pesos divided to cell phone times 10 cell phones is equal to 180,000 pesos. So ito po, ibig sabihin lang po dito sa 18,000 per cellphone multiplied by 10 cellphones is equal to 180,000 pesos. So cash commission is equal to 180,000 multiplied by 6.1%. So we need to convert 6.1% into decimal. It will be 0.0621. So 180,000 multiplied by 0.061 is equal to 10,980 pesos. So next, commission on installment basis. So una po natin, magkano daw po yung magiging commission niya po pag yung customer niya po nagbayad ng cash. So dito naman po sa pangalawa po natin, installment basis naman po. Tulad po na nakikita po natin sa mga gadget store, pag bumili ka po ng cellphone, pwede mo na po makuha yung cellphone, pero kailangan mo mag-down payment. So, at ABC Gadget Store, some items are paid installment basis. Through credit cards, Mike was able to sell 10 cell phones costing of 18,000 pesos each. Each transaction is payable in 6 months, equally divided into 6 equal installments without interest. Mike gets 2% commission on the first month for each of the 10 cell phone. So commission decreased by 0.30% every month thereafter and computer on the outstanding balance for the month. How much commission does Mike receive on the first month, on the second month, on the third month, and on the fourth month, on the fifth month, on the sixth month, or at the end of the installment period? So how much will be his total commission? So magkano nga po ba yung magiging commission po ni Mike? So our solution, we need to compute first month commission up to 6 months commission. Then we need to add all the commission, then find the total. So first month commission is equal to 18,000 per cell phone multiplied by 10 cell phone times 0.02 is equal to 3,600 pesos. So jump na po tayo sa 6 months. 6 months commission is equal to 3,000 pesos per cell phone times 10 cell phones multiply by 0.008 minus 0.003 is equal to 150 pesos. So his total commission for 6 months is 9,450 pesos. So paano po natin nakuha yung 9,450 pesos? So we need to add the first month commission up to 6 month commission. So 3,600 plus 2,550 plus 1,680 plus 990 plus 480 plus 150 is equal to 9,450 pesos. So let's go back to our topic. So the down payment, ano nga po ba yung down payment po na tinatawag po natin? So the down payment is the first payment that one makes when one buys something with an agreement to pay the rest later. So, but how do we obtain the down payment? So for example, when one purchases a car on a big item, not through cash but installment terms. Normally, a certain down payment is required of a buyer. Cars dealers normally require a minimum down payment, which is usually 20% of the balance is then compute depending on the number of years a buyer would want to amortize the remaining balance. If a car costs 1 million pesos, and a minimum of 20% down payment is required by a company, then the buyer will have an initial cash out of 200,000 pesos. That is 20,000, 20% multiplied by 1 million is equal to 200,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin daw po, para makuha niya po yung kotse, kailangan niya po muna mag-down payment ng 200,000 pesos. So the remaining balance will be 800,000 pesos. Will be amortized monthly, and the amount of monthly amortization depends on the number of years the buyers will want to pay the loan. So normally, buyers prepare a 3 to 5 years payment period. So the lesser the number of years, the lesser the total amount of money paid as the interest to the loan. Ibig sabihin, pag konti lang po yung taon ng pagitan ng pagbabayad ninyo, konti lang po yung interest na idadagdag sa kulang ninyo, which is 800,000 pesos. But with this agreement, the monthly amortization will be considerable higher than when one chooses to pay the balance for longer number of years. So next, book or gross balance. This refers to the total amount of money a bank has on deposit before adjusting for uncleared check or deposits, as well as reserve requirements. That is, the book balance is a measure what the bank has on hand before adding or subtracting regulatory obligation and items that will soon appear on its books. This term used by banks to describe the amount of money available before any adjustment is made for deposit in transit, check that have not been cleared, and reverse requirements and interest received from load funds. So for example, a simple case of gross balance refers to what is readily available for you to use based on your bank deposit. So for example, a check up a check amounting 5,000 pesos that has been deposited today may not be withdrawn the next day because it has not cleared yet. If the bank passbook currently contains 30,000 pesos, you may not be able to withdraw the whole amount yet because your gross balance is only 25,000 pesos since your bank check has not been cleared yet. So next, interest increase balance. This may refers the total amount you have to pay that includes penalties or interest incurred by unpaid balance from a loan or payment you are supposed to have made but was not able to do so on time. So for example, as of this month, cut-off date, the current total amount due from the purchase using your credit card is 99,386.59 pesos. The minimum required payment is 5% of the total amount due. If you pay only the minimum required payment, a financing charge of 3.4% of the remaining balance will be charged to the next bill. Assuming you refrain from using your credit card on any of your purchase for the next 3 months, and the financing charge of 3.4% is charged every billing period. Show your expected monthly bill for the next 3 months. So our solution, given the current balance, our bill of 909 or 99,386.59 pesos, the minimum required is 0.05 or 5% multiplied by 99,386.59 is equal to 4,969.33 pesos. If only the minimum required payment is paid, then the remaining debit balance is 99,386.59 minus 4,969.33 is equal to 94,417.26 pesos. Assuming there are no credit bill transaction for the next 3 months and only the minimum required payment each month is paid. The table below shows the monthly total amount due for each of the next 3 months. So, ito na po yun. So, time T-month. So, 0, ibig sabihin, no, wala pang isang buwan. So, dito po, 1 month na po siya. Then, 2 months. Then, sa number 3 po, 3 months na po siya. Total amount due for the month. So, sa unang buwan daw po, ay ito po pala yung pinaka-balance po niya. Then, sa unang buwan, ito na po siya. Then, pangalawa, then pangatlo. So, ito po yung babayaran niya po. So, unang nyo pong kailangan bayaran is 4,969.33. Pangalawa po, 4,881.37 and so far. So, observe that for the next 3 months, a total of 14,386.44 pesos has already been paid for the credit card bills. However, only 5,184.56 multiplied by 99,386.59 minus 94,202.03 has been deducted so far from your original debit of 99,386.59 pesos. Since every time we keep paying only the required minimum payment, more money goes to interest payment rather than the payment of the actual debit. From the above example, your minimum required payment of 4,969.33 serve as your down payment for your loan of 99,386.59 pesos. Ibig sabihin daw po, pag nag-loan po kayo ng 99,386.59 pesos, kailangan nyo po muna mag-down payment ng 4,969.33 bago mag-isang buwan, leaving you with a balance of 94,417.26 at the start of the month. However, because there is a finance charge of 3.4%, if you are not able to pay for the next month, your current increased balance will become 97,627.45 pesos. Ibig sabihin, nadagdagan po siya ng 3,000 pesos, mahigit. Mula sa 94,000, nadagdagan po siya ng 3,000 pesos plus. So, kailangan po magbayad po kayo ng every month. Pag hindi po kayo nagbayad, madadagdagan po yung interest nyo po. So, ito, evaluation lang po to. Ito po yung mga tanong, then ito po yung sagot. Okay? So, try to solve our given example. So, for example number 1, try to solve. So, copy. Then example number 2, copy. Then example number 3. So, try to solve example number 4, 5. Okay? Copy. So, try to solve example number 6, 7, and 8. Okay, copy. Then number 9 and 10. So, post this video to know if you understand the lesson. So, our solution for the given example from 1 to 10. Who makes money by commission rates? He gets 15% of everything he sells. If Juan sold 230,000 pesos worth of items this month, what is his salary for the month? So our solution, salary is equals to 15% multiplied by 230,000 pesos is equal to 0.5 or 0.15 rather. So we need to convert percent into decimal. Is equal to 34,500 pesos. Then for number 2 po, ito na po yung solution. Then number 3. Then number 4 solution po natin. Then number 5. So paka-happy po. Then number 6 solution. Then number 9 and 10. Okay? So that's our lesson for today. God bless and keep safe.